Israel-Iran war news. Israeli minister criticizes Spain for recognizing Palestinian state. After Spain recognized a Palestinian state on Tuesday, Israel's foreign minister accused it of being engaged in instigating genocide against Jews and war crimes. Norway and Ireland would follow suit the same day in a concerted attempt by the three Western European nations. The diplomatic move does not immediately affect the Gaza battle, but it increases international pressure on Israel to lessen its response to October's Hamas-led offensive. Health officials said an Israeli airstrike hit a tent camp in western Rafah over the weekend, creating a big fire and killing at least 45 people. Benjamin Netanyahu called the incident a tragic mishap. The strike exacerbated international criticism of Israel's battle with Hamas, with even its closest allies condemning civilian casualties. Even though one of the world's top courts ordered Israel to stop the Rafah attack last week, it claims it follows international law. Over 1 million Palestinians evacuated Rafah in the past 2 weeks as Israeli forces advanced. The UN says fighting displaced people lack housing, food, water, and other necessities. Israel claims it must enter Rafah to demolish Hamas' last stronghold. The Health Ministry, which doesn't distinguish between combatants and civilians, reports over 36,000 Palestinian deaths from Israeli bombardments and ground offensives in Gaza. After Hamas attacked southern Israel on October 7, killing 1,200 civilians and abducting 250, Israel declared war on Gaza. Around 100 hostages and 30 bodies are still in Gaza, according to Israel. Currently, Netanyahu calls the Rafah strike a tragic mishap. Palestinians live in tents and scavenge for food as Israel strikes Rafah. As the EU-Israel gap grows, Spain's prime minister says the cabinet will recognize a Palestinian state. Officials claim an Israeli attack in southern Lebanon kills 2 near a hospital. Iran's acting president addresses its new parliament. A watchdog believes Iran has doubled its near-weapons-grade uranium stockpile. Norway officially recognizes Palestine. Copenhagen, Denmark. The Norwegian foreign minister called Tuesday's recognition of a Palestinian state a milestone in the partnership between Norway and Palestine. Foreign Minister Espen Barth Eide said the recognition is a strong indication of support from moderate forces in both countries. However, it is sad that the Israeli administration shows no signs of participating constructively, Barth Eide remarked. The international community must support Palestine politically and economically and push for a two-state solution. Norway, Spain, and Ireland recognized a Palestinian state and synchronized efforts last week. Spain will recognize a Palestinian state. Madrid, Spain, Ireland, and Norway recognized a Palestinian state on Tuesday in a synchronized motion. Israel criticized the diplomatic effort, which will not immediately affect its grinding conflict in Gaza but adds to international pressure to lessen its catastrophic response to October's Hamas-led invasion. Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz accused Spain of being engaged in instigating genocide against Jews and war crimes and barred its Jerusalem consulate from aiding Palestinians. Last week, Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez announced his country's decision before Parliament after months of touring Europe and the Middle East to gain support for Gaza recognition and a ceasefire. On Monday, the eve of EU members Ireland and Spain's formal recognition, Madrid demanded sanctions against Israel for its failed attacks in Rafah, southern Gaza. Iran's parliament elects hardliner Kalibaf as speaker. Dubai, UAE. After a helicopter crash killed the president and foreign minister, Iran's parliament re-elected hardliner Mohammad Bagher Kalibaf as speaker on Tuesday, cementing its hard-right makeup. 198 of 287 legislators voted Tuesday to keep Kalibaf in his 2021 position. After 12 years as Iran's capital city's leader and several failed presidential attempts, he became speaker. Many remember Kalibaf as a Revolutionary Guard general who supported a 1999 brutal crackdown on Iranian university students. He allegedly ordered live gunfire at Iranian students in 2003 as police chief. AP Copyright 2024. We reserve all rights. Do not publish, broadcast, rewrite, or redistribute this content without permission.